Billions of stars, trillions of worlds, and mysteries so deep that even our most powerful telescopes can barely touch their edges. Somewhere inside it, a black hole 4 million times heavier than the sun quietly bends time and space, while newborn stars ignite in clouds, larger than anything we can conceive. Every atom in your body, the carbon, the oxygen, the iron in your blood, was once forged in these stars, scattered across this glowing sea before becoming part of you. This is the Milky Way, not just a galaxy, but a living, breathing system that connects us to the beginning of creation itself. Tonight, we're going to travel there, not with rockets or machines, but with imagination. You're about to discover how the Milky Way was born, how it breathes, how it moves, and why it's far stranger and more alive than you've ever imagined. You'll learn that stars can sing, that invisible matter shapes everything you see, and that deep in its center, a cosmic heart beats with unimaginable power. Before we begin, I invite you to close your eyes, let your breathing slow down, and allow my voice to guide you on a peaceful journey through the world of the Milky Way. Get ready to discover some of the most curious, surprising, and fascinating facts about our galaxy, all told in a calm, soothing way, perfect for relaxing, learning, and drifting away. Before you drift off, tell me, where are you watching from, and what time is it there? I love seeing how far this peaceful journey reaches around the world. And if you enjoy exploring the quiet beauty of space and science, remember to subscribe. Join me on this peaceful voyage through the universe, so you won't miss the next journey among the stars. Now, let's begin. Imagine yourself floating just beyond the soft glow of our world. Below you, Earth spins quietly, a fragile blue jewel suspended in the vast black ocean of space. As you drift farther away, the moon passes by like a silent companion, then the orbits of Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn slide beneath you. Soon, the sun itself becomes just another point of light, one among hundreds of billions shining across a spiraling sea of stars. That spiral is our home, the Milky Way. From this distance, it looks delicate, like a swirl of milk in a cup of dark coffee. But up close, it's filled with energy, motion, and rhythm. Stars are born and die every moment. Clouds of gas and dust weave luminous patterns. Gravity ties everything together in a cosmic dance so precise and balanced that one could only be humbled by its perfection. The Milky Way stretches across about 100,000 light years. So wide that a beam of light, the fastest thing known, would take 100,000 years to cross it from one side to the other. Within this grand circle lie more than 200 billion stars, perhaps more, for the faintest ones hide behind curtains of dust and light. And among them orbit countless planets, some bathed in warmth, others frozen, others yet unknown. When we look up on a clear night, that soft ribbon of pale light that stretches across the sky, that's the Milky Way seen from the inside. You're seeing the combined glow of billions of distant suns, too far away to distinguish one from another. It's like standing in the middle of a forest and realizing the haze you see in the distance is made of countless leaves blending into one. Long before telescopes, humans gazed upon that celestial river and gave it names. The path of souls, the heavenly road, the river of milk. Different cultures saw it as the breath of creation, the bridge between heaven and earth, the trace of divine order across the night. Whatever the name, they sensed what we still feel, that the Milky Way connects us to something vast, ancient, and full of meaning. Deep in its center, hidden behind dense clouds of cosmic dust, lies something extraordinary, a supermassive black hole known as Sagittarius A star. It's about 4 million times heavier than our Sun. Yet it fits within a space smaller than the orbit of Mercury. It doesn't shine, yet its gravity shapes the motion of nearby stars, pulling them into dizzying orbits that reveal its invisible presence. Around it, matter swirls at nearly the speed of light, releasing bursts of energy that ripple across the galaxy. And yet, in that unimaginable power, there's still silence. The black hole doesn't destroy the galaxy, it anchors it. It's the quiet heart that holds everything together, the gravitational center around which the Milky Way breathes and turns. Scientists once wondered if our galaxy might collapse under its own weight, or fly apart. But something unseen provides the balance. This mysterious dark matter forms an invisible halo around the Milky Way, holding the stars in place like threads of light woven into an unseen fabric. We can't see it, but we feel its pull. It's one of the great mysteries of creation, matter that doesn't shine, doesn't absorb, yet governs everything. Between the stars floats something delicate and magical, the interstellar medium, a mixture of dust and gas, thin as perfume, that fills the space between worlds. In these clouds, new stars are born. Some are immense, so massive that they burn for only a few million years before collapsing in spectacular explosions called supernovae. These explosions forge the heavy elements that later become planets, oceans, and life. The very calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, the gold in your jewelry, all were once the ashes of stars that lived and died billions of years ago. As you drift deeper into the Milky Way, you pass through glowing nebulae, vast clouds painted in pinks, blues, and violets, shaped by winds of radiation and time. The Orion Nebula, the Eagle Nebula, the Lagoon, each a nursery where new suns are being born. Imagine those stars as children of the cosmos, each beginning its journey, each destined to illuminate its own corner of the sky. Our sun is one of those children, middle-aged now, quietly burning hydrogen into helium. It circles the galaxy once every 230 million years, carrying Earth and its family of planets along with it. That means since the time of the dinosaurs, we've only completed one galactic orbit. Everything you've ever known, every civilization, every era, has unfolded within a tiny fraction of our cosmic journey. The Milky Way itself isn't still. It rotates, it breathes, it sways through space like a great living organism. Its spiral arms, made of stars and dust, move together like gentle waves in a sea of light. And though we may not feel it, our entire solar system is moving, drifting toward a region known as the Great Attractor, pulled by gravity's invisible hand through the dark. When you look at the stars, you're looking back in time. Light travels fast, but not instantly, so the light from those distant suns began its journey long before you were born. Some of the stars you see tonight may no longer exist. Their light is the echo of something that once was. In that sense, the sky is both memory and miracle, a living record of creation stretching across eternity. As we continue this calm journey, let's pause for a breath. Imagine yourself floating within one of the Milky Way's spiral arms, surrounded by stars so bright they cast shadows, clouds of color that drift like dreams. The silence is deep but comforting. Even in the vastness, there's order. The same balance that guides atoms in your body guides galaxies across the universe. That connection between the small and the infinite is one of the quietest, most humbling truths you can ever feel. If you're enjoying this gentle voyage through the stars, remember to subscribe so you can join me for future explorations, peaceful journeys through nature, the cosmos, and the mysteries that link science with wonder. Your support helps this calm voice reach others who need a moment of awe, peace, or sleep. Now, let's drift even deeper, beyond The bright stars of the disk lies a halo of ancient light, a sphere of old stars called globular clusters. These clusters are like cosmic fossils, each holding hundreds of thousands of suns that formed when the universe was young. Some of their stars are older than Earth itself, shining since the dawn of creation. Watching them is like looking into eternity's mirror, where time moves differently, slower, more patient. Between these clusters, ghostly streams of stars trace invisible paths, remnants of smaller galaxies that once merged with ours. The Milky Way, though immense, is not solitary. Over its long life, it has absorbed many other galaxies, each adding its stars to our collection. Even now, we are slowly drawing the Andromeda galaxy closer, another vast spiral, 2 trillion stars strong. In about 4 billion years, our two galaxies will meet and merge, forming a new, even greater creation, a cosmic rebirth written into the rhythm of the universe. But don't imagine it as chaos or destruction. When galaxies collide, space is mostly empty, so stars rarely crash into each other. Instead, their gravity weaves them together, forming new patterns, new stars, new worlds. It's less a battle and more a slow, majestic dance, a merging of light guided by laws so perfect that they remind us how ordered creation truly is. Even the dark between the stars is not empty. It glows faintly with background light, the lingering warmth of ancient radiation that fills every corner of space, a whisper of the universe's earliest moments. Some scientists call it the cosmic background, a faint afterglow of creation itself. It reminds us that everything we see, every star, every breath, every heartbeat, began from one profound act of beginning. And yet, despite the enormity of it all, there's peace here. The galaxy doesn't hurry. Stars are born, live, and fade in cycles of quiet balance. Gravity gathers what's scattered. Light returns after darkness. It's a pattern, a design, repeating endlessly. You could almost feel that everything has a place, that nothing in the universe is without meaning. So tonight, as you rest under this endless canopy of light, remember this: you are part of it. The atoms that make you are crafted in these stars. The breath you take is shaped by their ancient gifts. The warmth of the sun, the rhythm of your heartbeat, the glow in your eyes, all echo the harmony of the Milky Way. The next time you look up and see that soft, milky band stretching across the sky, know that you are seeing your own origin story, written not in words, but in light. If you could watch the Milky Way from afar, from a place where the entire spiral fits in your sight, you would see something extraordinary. A galaxy that seems alive. It rotates gently, like a breath that never ends. The spiral arms stretch outward, wrapping themselves around a luminous core, and with every turn, the pattern renews itself, never identical yet always balanced. This motion has been unfolding for billions of years. Every star, every planet, every grain of cosmic dust moves in harmony with the rest, as if following an invisible symphony. There's rhythm here, a rhythm that echoes the same laws that hold your body together, that guide the wind, the oceans, the heartbeat of life itself. When we speak about galaxies, it's easy to forget that they are not things, but systems, dynamic, evolving, interconnected. The Milky Way is no exception. It's not frozen in time. Stars are constantly forming, dying, and reborn from their own ashes. The cycle of life extends beyond biology. It's cosmic. Every death creates life again. Every explosion plants the seeds of something new. Imagine drifting toward one of the spiral arms. You'd see waves of light arranged like luminous highways. billions of stars moving in unison, carried by gravity's invisible hand. Between those glowing rivers lie dark lanes of dust, which, when seen from Earth, create the dark gaps in the Milky Way's band across the night sky. Those shadows aren't empty. They're nurseries, places where creation hides its work, shaping new stars behind veils of silence. In one such place, deep in the constellation of Sagittarius, lies a region called the star cloud. It's a dense, shimmering patch where starlight seems to overflow. Through a telescope, it looks like glittering sand. Countless suns packed together so tightly that darkness cannot enter. Some of those stars may host planets like ours, unseen and unknown. And somewhere among them, perhaps, there may be another world looking back, wondering if they too are alone. But even the brightest stars are just threads in a greater tapestry. Between them flows something far more mysterious: the galactic magnetic field. It's invisible, but powerful, guiding charged particles across space like rivers of energy. These magnetic lines twist and loop around the arms of the Milky Way, binding the interstellar medium into harmony. Without them, the galaxy would lose its shape, its coherence. The invisible once again holds together the visible, a quiet reminder that not everything real can be seen. As you move farther outward, the stars grow thinner, like the fading notes of a song. Here, at the edges of the disk, the galaxy whispers. The outer rim is where light meets darkness, where the known gives way to mystery. Beyond it stretches the galactic halo, an enormous sphere of ancient stars and faint gases extending far beyond what eyes or telescopes can easily detect. The halo glows faintly, touched by cosmic rays, like a ghostly shell protecting the heart within. The stars in this halo are old, ancient beyond imagination. Some are nearly as old as the universe itself. They were formed in the earliest days of creation, when matter first cooled enough to shine. These stars have lived for billions of years, their light unwavering, their paths calm. They are like witnesses, watching silently as generations of stars have come and gone beneath them. The Milky Way's calm surface hides a more complex truth. Beneath its graceful form lies immense energy, cosmic rays, high-energy particles born from exploding stars, constantly travel through its vast spaces, colliding with atoms, creating new forms of radiation that silently pass through our world. Though unseen, these rays help us understand the universe's energy balance, how it moves, breathes, and sustains its rhythm. If you could listen to the Milky Way, you would hear more than silence. Stars emit vibrations, tiny oscillations caused by waves traveling through their plasma. These starquakes create patterns of sound, too deep for human ears, but measurable through light. Scientists call it astroseismology, the study of star songs. Each star has its own tone, its own resonance. If we could hear them all at once, the galaxy would hum, a vast cosmic choir singing in frequencies beyond perception. And in that hum lies order. The frequencies align with laws that govern all creation: harmony, proportion, rhythm. It's as if the galaxy itself was built upon the same foundations that make music pleasing, waves balanced, and orbits stable. From the spiral of a seashell to the spiral of the Milky Way, patterns repeat, revealing the same hand that shaped both. Pause for a moment and let that sink in. The universe isn't random, it's relational. Everything connects. The pull of gravity, the push of radiation, the balance between darkness and light. Each plays its part. And within that order, there is beauty. Now, imagine floating near the galactic center, that brilliant heart of stars orbiting Sagittarius A. Here, the density of light is breathtaking. Millions of suns crowd the space around the black hole, each completing its orbit in just a few years. You'd see light bend, space curve, and time slow down. Yet, amid such intensity, there is still structure, still grace. Even here, the rules hold. The same balance that allows planets to orbit the sun allows stars to dance safely around a black hole. The black hole itself is not evil, not chaos. It's simply part of the system, a gate of transformation where energy and matter recycle. Many scientists describe it as a boundary, not an end, but a mystery beyond which our understanding fades. It's a reminder that creation holds secrets we're not yet meant to fully grasp. And that mystery, instead of frightening, humbles us. Now let's drift outward again, beyond the bulge, back into the spiral arms. Between the great arcs of stars lie regions of calm, interarm spaces that act like the galaxy's lungs. Here, the density drops, the light softens, and you can sense the galaxy inhaling and exhaling. Clouds collapse, stars ignite, radiation spreads, and the process begins again. It's a quiet rhythm of creation, expansion and rest, movement and stillness, light and dark, each depending on the other, like the alternating beats of a heart. Our sun, resting in one of these arms, the Orion arm, travels peacefully through space. Around it, the local neighborhood of stars forms a kind of stellar family. There's Alpha Centauri, Sirius, Vega, names we give to distant lights that seem eternal, though each one changes slowly over time. The sun, too, changes. Its light, its winds, its magnetic field, all fluctuate in cycles of 11 years, shaping the energy that reaches Earth. Every sunrise we see is the echo of that cosmic rhythm. The Milky Way structure resembles a great spiral disk, but at its core lies a bulge, a dense, glowing region filled with older stars. Around it stretch the spiral arms, where new stars form from cold molecular clouds. Between them lies a thin disk of gas and dust, and surrounding all this, the halo, the unseen architecture that supports it all. When viewed edge-on through a telescope, the Milky Way looks like a thin, shining blade of light cutting across darkness. It's elegant, balanced, and precise, like a master design too vast for us to fully comprehend. It's easy to see why ancient civilizations associated the heavens with purpose and intelligence. The galaxy's order isn't accidental. The way its parts interact, from the smallest dust particle to the grandest orbit, follows laws so harmonious that they reflect a deeper logic. Scientists may describe those laws with equations, but behind every equation is something more profound, the consistency of creation itself. Every element of our existence is tuned to this galactic symphony. The sun's orbit keeps us in a region neither too crowded nor too barren. The tilt of our solar plane allows Earth's seasons to exist. The abundance of certain elements, forged in earlier generations of stars, makes life possible. It's as though the Milky Way has been fine-tuned to nurture balance, a silent equilibrium woven into its very fabric. If you've ever looked up at the night sky and felt peace, you felt that connection. It's the same serenity you feel standing by the ocean or walking through an ancient forest. It's the quiet understanding that you belong to something immense yet gentle, something that sustains without demanding, that gives without being seen. Before we continue, take a deep breath. Imagine that every breath you take is part of that cycle. Oxygen made in a star, passed through time, now flowing through you. You are breathing the history of the Milky Way. Every inhale connects you to its rhythm. Every exhale releases gratitude back into the universe. And as you rest in that thought, I gently remind you, if this journey brings you calm and wonder, don't forget to subscribe. Join me again for the next exploration among the stars. Together, we'll keep uncovering the mysteries of space and life, all told in this peaceful, reflective way. Now, let's continue our journey, deeper still, toward the far edges of the Milky Way, where the galaxy meets the intergalactic void, and light begins to fade into eternity. As we drift farther outward, the glow of the Milky Way begins to soften. The spiral arms fade into faint wisps of starlight, like the last brushstrokes of a vast painting. Beyond this edge lies a place of quiet transition, where our galaxy ends and intergalactic space begins. Here, darkness takes on a new quality. It's not empty, but pure, filled with unseen forces that shape the universe's grand design. Imagine standing at that border, looking back. The Milky Way now fills your vision, a magnificent whirlpool of light and dust suspended in the dark. Its glowing arms twist gently, like threads spun from divine light. Each point of brightness is a sun, each sun a world of possibilities. From here, you can feel how alive it is, not just a cluster of stars, but a breathing being, a creation in motion. Around the Milky Way drift more than 50 smaller galaxies. Its companions. Some are tiny, faint clouds barely visible even with powerful telescopes. Others, like the Magellanic Clouds, are bright and close enough to be seen from Earth's southern hemisphere. These dwarf galaxies orbit our own like fireflies around a lantern, drawn by its gravity, each following a path set billions of years ago. Sometimes they venture too close, and the Milky Way's pull stretches them apart, scattering their stars into long streams that weave through our halo. Those streams still shine, ribbons of memory left by galaxies that became part of our own. Creation doesn't waste, it transforms. What once seemed lost becomes something new, stitched into the fabric of a greater whole. Beyond our companions lies a vast region of space so empty that it defies comprehension. Yet even here, faint threads of matter connect one galaxy to another, forming what scientists call the cosmic web. The Milky Way is one pearl in that endless necklace of light, bound not by chance, but by the invisible laws that hold everything together. Dark matter, that mysterious substance that outweighs all visible, stars combined, continues its silent work. Though we cannot see it, its gravity shapes the Milky Way's structure. It's like the scaffolding of a cathedral, unseen yet essential. Without it, the spiral arms would drift apart, and the galaxy's graceful design would unravel. Perhaps, in a way, it reflects a truth about existence itself, that the most important forces in life are often the ones we cannot see. In the vastness between galaxies, another force whispers, dark energy. It's even more elusive than dark matter. It seems to push space itself apart, causing the universe to expand faster and faster. Yet within our galaxy, its influence is subtle, like the faint tension in the string of a bow. We don't yet understand it, but we feel its effect. Some see in it a reminder that the universe is not static. It grows, it unfolds. It continues its journey of becoming, guided by rules and wisdom beyond our full understanding. Now, let's turn our gaze back inward. From this distance, the spiral arms resemble the petals of a glowing flower. Each one contains billions of suns and countless planets. Somewhere among them, the sun travels quietly, carrying our world on its path around the center. It's humbling to realize that even something as vast as the galaxy is part of something larger still. We are never at the center, but always part of a greater harmony. Scientists believe the Milky Way began forming billions of years ago when smaller star systems merged under gravity's pull. But to speak only of physics misses the poetry. What we see now, the balance, the beauty, the rhythm, didn't arise from chaos alone. It carries order, symmetry, and a sense of purpose. The galaxy's existence, like all of creation, points to design, to intention. It's as though the universe was written with meaning in every particle. Look again at the stars that form the spiral arms. Some are massive, young, and bright, burning fiercely for a short time before fading into silence. Others, like our sun, are steady and calm, providing warmth for billions of years. Still others are small red dwarfs, faint yet enduring, quiet guardians that will outlive all others. In their diversity lies a lesson. Not every light must shine the same way to serve its purpose. Each fulfills its role in balance with the rest. Between these stars lie countless worlds. Some are frozen, others scorched, some shrouded in storms of gas or dust. Yet in each one, there's potential. The same elements that make up life on Earth exist everywhere. Hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, iron. The same building blocks scattered like seeds across the Milky Way. The materials of life are not rare. They are universal. Life, it seems, is written into the language of creation itself. As you float through this expanse, imagine passing near a nebula, a glowing cloud of gas illuminated by young stars. Its tendrils swirl like colored smoke, pink and turquoise and gold. These are the cradles of new suns, glowing with energy from within. In their beauty, you can sense a message that creation is ongoing. The galaxy hasn't finished forming. It's still creating, still unfolding, still renewing its light. When you think of creation in this way, you realize that time itself is part of the design. Nothing exists all at once. Everything has its season. Stars are born, they shine, they fade, and new ones rise in their place. The same pattern repeats in every scale of existence: birth, growth, transformation, rest. It's not chaos, it's order written through time. Let's pause for a moment, letting that thought settle like starlight. The Milky Way isn't just a galaxy, it's a mirror of existence. Its stars are like souls, its nebulae like hearts of compassion, its spiral arms like the paths that connect all living things. The more we learn about it, the more we sense that we're not separate from it. We are made of it, sustained by it, and will one day return to it. The light that reaches your eyes when you look up tonight may have left its source millions of years ago. That means the sky you see is a history book. Every star a story still being told. Some of those stories are ending, some are just beginning, but all are part of one great narrative. And though we are small, we're not insignificant. To be conscious of this universe, to see it, to wonder about it, is itself a gift. The Milky Way teaches patience. It moves on timescales far beyond human life. Stars that form today will shine long after we're gone. Yet within our brief lives, we have the privilege to witness it, to feel awe, to ask questions, to seek meaning. That seeking connects us to something beyond time itself. If you're still awake, drifting in thought, perhaps gazing at the darkness behind your eyelids, take another deep breath. Feel the calm that comes from knowing that everything around you, from the smallest atom to the grandest star, belongs to one system, one order. You are not lost in the universe. You are part of its design. As we continue, I'd like to gently remind you once more. If this calm exploration brings peace to your mind, remember to subscribe and join me again. Each journey we take together, whether through the forest, the ocean, or the stars, is a way of reconnecting with the beauty that was always there, waiting to be noticed. Now, look back at the Milky Way one last time before we move farther out. Its light spills into the void like a river of diamonds. Around it, small galaxies shimmer, their paths intertwined. Beyond them lies darkness, not empty, but full of promise. Every beam of light traveling through that darkness carries a message that even in the vast unknown, light endures. And so, as we drift beyond the galaxy's rim, into the quiet space between stars, remember this: the Milky Way is not the limit. It's a chapter in a greater book, the story of all creation, and by understanding it, even a little, we learn more about the balance, the intention, and the peace woven through the universe itself. As we drift beyond the edges of the Milky Way, we find ourselves in a region so vast that the distances between stars begin to lose meaning. Out here, light travels for ages without touching anything. Yet even in this deep quiet, the galaxy's glow remains visible. A soft spiral of silver light turning slowly in the distance, like a lantern in an endless sea. It's astonishing to think that everything we know, every sunrise, every whisper of wind, every thought ever dreamed, all fits within that single glowing swirl. And yet, that swirl is only one among billions scattered across the cosmos. The more we see, the more we realize that creation is abundant beyond measure. Each galaxy holds its own history, its own design, its own silent music. But tonight, we stay with our own. The Milky Way, our home, our cradle of light. The story of the Milky Way is far from over. Though it has existed for billions of years, it is still young on cosmic scales. It continues to evolve, forming new stars and reshaping itself in quiet cycles that will last long after Earth's mountains and oceans have changed. In about 4 billion years, something extraordinary will happen. Our galaxy and its nearest large neighbor, the Andromeda Galaxy, will begin to merge. It sounds dramatic, yet it will unfold slowly, gracefully, over millions of years. The night sky will transform. Andromeda will grow larger each century until its spiral arms fill the heavens. Eventually, the two galaxies will blend into one, a new creation, often called Milkomeda, a single, magnificent elliptical galaxy shining brighter than either one alone. When this happens, stars will dance in new patterns. Some will be flung outward into intergalactic space, while others will join together in fresh constellations. Clouds of gas will collide, birthing waves of new stars. It will be a renewal, not an ending, a reminder that even in cosmic change, creation continues. Nothing truly disappears, it only transforms. From our perspective, it's a distant future. But even now, the pull between the two galaxies has begun. They are drawn together by the same invisible law that holds your feet to the ground: gravity. Across the unimaginable gulf between them, that pull is steady, patient, irresistible. It shows that everything in creation is connected, no matter how far apart it may seem. Within the Milky Way, that same harmony persists. Our sun continues its calm orbit around the center, moving through clouds of gas and starlight. The planets follow their perfect paths, kept in balance by forces that never fail. On Earth, we see that same balance in the tides, in the changing seasons, in the pattern of life that renews itself year after year. What happens in the heavens reflects what happens below. Order, rhythm, purpose. If you could watch the Milky Way's future unfold in fast motion, you would see its spiral arms slowly fading as star formation slows. Eventually, billions of years from now, the galaxy will settle into a quieter state. Older, softer, filled with red, long-lived stars that glow gently like embers after a fire. Even then, its light will continue to travel, crossing the universe long after our sun has dimmed. That light will tell anyone who sees it that this galaxy once lived, once shone, once nurtured countless worlds. Some scientists wonder what lies beyond that distant future, what happens when even the stars begin to fade. But perhaps the answer doesn't lie in endings. Creation, after all, is full of cycles. Energy never vanishes, it changes form. The atoms in your body, the starlight in your eyes, the warmth you feel, all will one day return to the cosmos to be used again in new forms of life, new worlds, new light. The Milky Way story, like ours, is part of an eternal journey. Every moment, every transformation carries meaning. The more we understand about the galaxy, the more we see reflections of truth, that everything is connected, that balance sustains all things, that even darkness serves a purpose, giving contrast to light. Picture once more the heart of the galaxy. Sagittarius A, the supermassive black hole. Around it, stars continue to orbit in perfect obedience to the laws that govern their motion. The black hole draws them, holds them, and through that pull, maintains the structure of the galaxy. It doesn't destroy, it sustains. Its presence, though invisible, is essential. A quiet reminder that not all power is visible, and not all mystery is to be feared. In that way, the galaxy itself becomes a metaphor for faith. Unseen forces guiding visible beauty, hidden order sustaining everything we can perceive. What looks like chaos from one perspective reveals deep harmony from another. When you look up at the Milky Way stretching across the night, you are witnessing that harmony written in light. The light of the stars we see tonight began its journey long before humanity walked the earth. Some of it has traveled for tens of thousands of years just to reach your eyes. Think about that. Photons, tiny messengers of creation, crossing space for ages so that in this exact moment you could witness them. In every beam of starlight there's a kind of devotion, a purpose fulfilled at last. As you breathe slowly, let that thought calm you. You are part of something immeasurably vast, yet beautifully ordered. The same hand that shaped the galaxy shaped you. The same laws that guide stars also guide your heartbeat. There's comfort in that connection, a sense of belonging that no distance can take away. Now imagine returning from the outer reaches, gliding gently back toward the spiral arms. The view shifts from distant majesty to intimate familiarity. You pass through clusters of newborn stars, through shimmering nebulae glowing with life. You pass clouds of gas where future suns are taking shape. Everything you see is alive with potential. Creation is ongoing, never still. Finally, you reach our own star, the sun, shining calmly among its neighbors. Around it, planets trace their paths, each one a world of wonders. Earth, the blue planet, turns slowly beneath you. Its oceans reflect the starlight. Its clouds drift like white silk. And somewhere down there, you are listening, part of the same story. If you've been with me on this journey from the beginning, you've traveled across 100,000 light years, through billions of suns, and into the mysteries of time and space. You've seen how the Milky Way breathes, how it moves, how it holds within it both energy and peace. But the most important discovery isn't out there among the stars. It's here, within you. Because to see the universe, to feel awe, to To seek meaning is to participate in creation's beauty. So as this long voyage draws to a close, let's rest for a moment in gratitude. Gratitude for the light that reaches us from so far away. Gratitude for the order that sustains everything we know. Gratitude for the chance to exist, to think, to feel, to wonder. Before you drift into sleep, I want to thank you for joining me on this peaceful exploration. And if you wish to continue these calm journeys through space, through nature, through the hidden wonders of science, remember to subscribe. It helps this voice reach others who might need a little quiet, a little curiosity, a little peace. Together, we'll keep exploring. Softly, slowly, endlessly. Now close your eyes. Imagine the Milky Way above you, a river of light stretching across eternity. Every spark within it is alive, every movement purposeful, every silence filled with meaning. Let that vision stay with you as you rest. Let it remind you that you are part of something far greater than yourself, and yet intimately connected to it. The galaxy continues to turn. Stars are being born even now. Light is still traveling toward us from places we may never see. The universe hums in perfect balance, and you, right here, right now, are part of that harmony. Sleep peacefully under the glow of the Milky Way. The same stars that watched the first dawn still shine tonight, and they will continue to shine long after tomorrow. In their light lives the promise of renewal, the whisper of eternity, and the quiet reminder that you are never alone beneath the heavens. Good night, and may your dreams drift among the stars.